Hi folks, it's me again. Welcome back to Life on the Run. Machines are making me unhappy. Now nothing ever seems the same. They're speeding up my situation. And me, I didn't want to change. I've got a car to get me there much quicker, and I can phone before I go. But where's the pleasure in arriving when strolling is considered slow? Oh, trundle, trundle, trundle. Oh, trundle, trundle, oh. It's trundle, 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 trundle everywhere I go. I've got central heating in my kitchen and carpets going wall to wall, but there's never any space for living. I'd just get in the way, that's all. But I don't want to be in vogue. I want to go where no one goes and keep away from 10-ton lorries, 'cause they kill people really, really slow. Now when lockdown ends, what's going to happen? I'll tell you what I think's going to happen. I think everybody's like a coiled spring. They're all waiting for the lockdown to end to get off in their motorhomes. In fact, I would imagine a lot of people have already booked, and they know where they're going, and they've already booked the sites. And usually it'll be nice places, resorts, the coast, all that. And that's just the opposite to me. I'm not booking anywhere. I don't intend to book anywhere. And I don't intend to go where everybody goes. I intend to try and find a bit of space. And that's the way we tend to do it in the motorhome. Like I said before, we never go on motorways much. We stick to side roads. Our usual routine is up at 9:30, have breakfast, wash up, get everything ready, and it's usually about 11 o'clock before we set off. And we drive. I'll figure out somewhere to go, where never normally more than an hour and a half's drive. One of the reasons for that is budget. Like I've said to you before, we're on a budget, and fuel is part of that budget. And believe it or not, our budget for fuel is £45 a fortnight. That's what, I don't know, 350 mile? So it's not set in concrete. I have gone over it and probably will go over it, but that's the budget. So we don't go driving miles. We'll set off at 11 and I'll plot a route to somewhere where I think it might be quiet, and we'll set off. And if we see somewhere that we like, we stop. Sometimes we stop and have lunch. Sometimes we stop if we see somewhere we like and have a walk round. And generally get to wherever we're going to park up, either on a CL or a CS, or maybe a pub stop, pub car park. Or might be just a lay-by, or one of these spaces in a forests somewhere, or something like that, about 3:30, not late, and get Pat ensconced in front of the telly, because I can't walk far, and I'll go off for a walk. And that's usually how we spend the day. On an evening, Pat sits on the bed and after tea and watch telly, and I'll sit in the front, the other end of the camper, and I've got goggles. Sorry, not goggles, earphones. I've got them down there, and plug my sen into the computer, and I might watch Netflix, because Pat watches things that totally bore me. We have totally different tastes of me and Pat. So I might watch Netflix for an hour, or I don't know, something else. And I'll tell you what, the design of our camper, the bed's at the back, and we have one of these concertina doors that comes across and separates off the bedroom from the living room. And round about 9 o'clock on a night, especially during the winter, because we'll have the heating on an evening in the winter, and the boiler's under the bed. And when you close that concertina door, you will be surprised. I can turn the heating off at 9 o'clock and go and sit with Pat on the bed watching telly at 9 o'clock, turn the heating off and close that concertina door, and it keeps that little bedroom area there. The bathroom's there in that bit as well. Keeps it warm as toast until we go to bed, till 11, half 11, 12 o'clock, whatever, when we go to sleep. Keeps it lovely and warm. It saves gas. So that's just a picture of our day and what we do. All right. See ya. Ta-da.